Hi friends, my name is Adam. This is a Matismart company. Today on a short review of the MT61 device, a device that revolutionizes the electrical industry. Let's make some interesting experiments with this device and see how they differ from the usual traditional circuit breaker and protection device. Try to connect to our software and application. In general, there will be a lot of interesting things, so watch until to the end, subscribe, put the like and let's go! We will not break the traditions of techno blocks, and therefore we will start with unpacking. So let's go directly to the unpacking itself. Opening the box and we see that here we have manual instruction. These manual instructions are in English, but if you need to use another language, you just have to write in advance in which language to send it to you, and we will change it. And so we have the device itself. This device works on a 4G network. Therefore, there is an additional antenna to make the signal better. Also included is an adapter for the RS485 interface. We have separate software specifically for this interface and device setup, which can be connected via an adapter to a computer. It is connected like this. Via this interface, functionality and device's capabilities are much expanded. The interface and software of RS485 deserves a separate video. As I said earlier, the device runs on a 4G network, but this is no exception, since there are other possible ways of communication, such as Wi-Fi, RS485, Ethernet, nb-iot, 4G. Depending on the need, you can choose the communication method that is suitable for the implementation of your project. And what about the security features? The device has absolutely everything traditional protection functions, as well as a regular circuit breaker and protective strip devices. So, this is also the function of short circuit protection and over-under voltage protection, and protection against rising mains temperature, and much more. On the screen we will write all the protection functions. But you can also familiarize yourself with this device by downloading the catalog, that to the link in the description of this video. This is all in words, but what is in practice? In practice, everything is quite interesting. This device is much different from traditional protective devices, that it has software and application. That is, your entire power grid will be completely digitalized and automated with just one device. How does it work? I will show you now. I have already downloaded the app to my smartphone and connected to the app. Let's see what features the app has. And in the next video, we will also look at all the functionality of the management platform. Today we will limit ourselves to this brief version of the review of this functionality, in order to have an understanding of how all this works together. Let's start. So we connect the device to the app. You need to supply power to the device. We have already used the device. The antenna is also connected, and we supply power to the device. It is turned on. Open the app that has already been downloaded to my smartphone. You can download it in a Play Store or App Store. And we open the main page and see that the device we have in is connected, since we can see the voltage at 218.6 volts. The voltage is measured. That is, we can fully track all the characteristics in real time. For example, the device can monitor the current of electricity and how much electricity has been spent. In the chart, you can view all the information for any period of time. In the management platform, the statistics are broader and more detailed. We talk about it in the next video. I suggest opening to another tab in the app. We demonstrated the Index tab, and now go to the Control tab. Let's check what can be done through this tab. Now here we can see the type of device in the picture, an identification number. 86622 and so on. This is his personal number by which the device will connect. Now, using the remote control function, we will try to turn off the device. Great! So let's try to block the device. But why is this necessary? For example, if you install the device on your site and you expect the consumer to have to pay for the electricity, but unfortunately the consumer does not make the payment in a timely manner, you can lock your device. Or there was a problem in the electricity, and it will be necessary to block access to electricity to prevent dangerous situation. You just need to press one button, lock, and the device will instantly execute the order. The device indeed locked for the simple reason that we gave this order through the app. The device will be unlocked only after a command in your application. Now we'll try to unlock the device. We turn it on and see we can easily supply power to the electricity again. Let's check the Energy tab. Here we can view all the information from each individual phase for a certain period of time, per hour, day, month, etc. As for tariff, this is very interesting feature. This device has the possibility of 4 different pricing options, each in each region, at different times of the day. Debiting money for electricity consumption is different. You can adjust these intervals yourself. That is, relatively speaking, from 6 AM to 12 PM, you have a tariff for 1 kilowatt, a certain amount. After 12 PM, another amount. You can specify this in a setting. The device will automatically adjust to the chart you have created and will convert to your currency. As we can see in this version, the index is the China's currency yuan. But this is an opportunity to change this. Here is what else is interesting in the Analysis tab. In this tab, you can view in diagrams and line graphs how much energy was spent, on what need, and which time. You will be able to identify which object has a higher power consumption, and you will be able to carry out some work. The device, with makings of artificial intelligence, independently analyzes the costs. That is what the Energy tab is about. Let's open the Alarm tab. This tab shows quite interesting features of the device. The device allows you to immediately know the cause of the power outage. That is, if the protective device is disabled, it is logical that there is some problem in the power grid. This means that the device will need to be replaced or diagnosed, which leads to a huge amount of time spent and can often lead to the inhibition of important processes. In the event of a malfunction, the device independently determines the reason for the shutdown and sends an alert to you about what time, where, and what device was turned off, and most importantly, indicates the reason for the shutdown. You can view absolutely all possible options for disconnections just by checking the Alarm tab. And by the way, another interesting point. Since we've already looked at some of the app's features and we saw how you can use it, I suggest you turn off the device and see what happens. As we can see and hear, the device has triggered an alarm. And in the application, you can see that the device isn't connected. In the app, you can also see the reasons for the shutdown. In such situations, the device must now be turned off for 5 seconds. It sends alerts about what is being disabled and sets off an external alarm. This is all about connecting the device to the app and working with the app. Rather limited functionality, because the application does not reveal all the features. But nevertheless, I want to sum up and specify what advantages this device has when connecting to the management platform. This real-time monitoring of all electricity parameters. Also, you can collect and store data in a cloud storage. The device can keep record of electricity consumed and work as a digital electricity meter, and also convert the spent electricity to your currency. You will have the ability to remote control and log the power supply, setting up different rates, and many more things. This is mandatory in the next video. And this is the end of our video about MT61GP. Matismart company, Shanghai. Bye!